There was a time when an ordinary job could build an ordinary life. A small apartment, a stable salary, a family, a little savings, and the belief that tomorrow would be better than today. For decades, this was considered normal. But for millions of young people around the world, that life now feels impossible. Today, people work longer hours than ever before, yet still struggle to pay rent. University graduates carry debt into adulthood. Owning a home has become a fantasy. And burnout has quietly become part of modern life. So what happened? Why does an entire generation feel financially trapped, despite being more educated and connected than any generation before it? This is the story of the death of the middle-class dream. In many major cities today, survival itself has become expensive. Rent consumes enormous portions of income. Groceries cost more, transportation costs more, healthcare costs more, electricity costs more, and salaries? They have not risen fast enough to keep up. For many young workers, life feels like a race where the finish line keeps moving further away. A generation once promised stability now lives paycheck to paycheck. And perhaps the biggest symbol of this crisis is housing. In the past, a house was often built from years of work and savings. Today, in many countries, homes have become investment assets instead of places to live. Property prices exploded, rent followed. Meanwhile, wages stagnated. The result? Young people delay marriage, delay children, delay independence itself. Some move back in with parents. Others share tiny apartments with strangers well into adulthood. And increasingly, many simply give up on the idea of ownership altogether. For decades, young people were told one thing: study hard, get a degree, and success will follow. But the modern economy changed faster than the promise. Higher education became more expensive. Competition became global. Stable jobs became temporary contracts. Many graduates now enter the workforce carrying debt, uncertainty, and anxiety. In some countries, even highly educated workers struggle to afford basic living expenses. The problem is not laziness. In fact, many young people today work multiple jobs, freelance online, or participate in the gig economy simply to survive. Yet despite working constantly, financial security remains out of reach. For the first time in generations, many young adults fear they may live worse lives than their parents. Modern work was supposed to make life easier. Technology promised efficiency. Automation promised convenience. Instead, many workers now feel permanently exhausted. Emails follow people home. Notifications never stop. Work and private life blur together. The economy rewards productivity, but rarely rest. Burnout is no longer unusual. It has become normal, and social media makes everything worse. Every scroll displays luxury apartments, vacations, expensive lifestyles, and success stories. People compare their reality to carefully edited lives online. The result is a silent emotional crisis. People feel behind, even when they are trying their hardest. This crisis did not appear overnight. It is the result of multiple forces colliding at the same time. Global inflation reduced purchasing power. Housing shortages pushed prices higher. Urban populations expanded rapidly. Stable industrial jobs declined. And economic growth increasingly benefited assets rather than wages. In simple terms, the cost of living rose faster than ordinary incomes. At the same time, modern economies became deeply unequal. A small percentage of people accumulated enormous wealth through property, technology, and finance, while many workers struggle to maintain basic stability. This is why some economists say the middle class is slowly shrinking. Not disappearing completely, but becoming financially fragile. The economic crisis is also becoming a psychological crisis. People delay dreams because they cannot afford them. Marriage becomes expensive. Children become expensive. Even relaxation feels expensive. Many young adults feel guilty for resting. Others feel trapped in endless cycles of work and anxiety. And underneath everything lies a growing fear. What if life never becomes easier? This fear shapes an entire generation. A generation connected by exhaustion. The death of the middle-class dream is not just about money. It is about uncertainty. For decades, society promised that hard work would create stability. But for millions today, hard work no longer guarantees security. And yet, despite everything, people continue searching for meaning, opportunity, and hope. Because the dream itself has not disappeared. It has simply become harder to reach. And perhaps the biggest question of the modern world is this: can the next generation still build a normal life, or is normal becoming a luxury?